Come, my children, sit close to the fire. The night is cold, but the warmth of a good story will chase it away. Have I ever told you the tale of the hunter's daughter and the cursed prince? This is not just any tale, it is a story of love, destiny, and the power of a pure heart. Listen carefully, for this story has been passed down through generations, and it holds wisdom that even the wisest elders respect. A long time ago, deep in the heart of Mpumalanga, where the rivers sing and the trees whisper secrets to the wind, there lived a great hunter named Gogo Thabo. He was known far and wide, for no beast could escape his arrows, and no man could match his wisdom. But of all his treasures, none was as precious as his daughter, Naledi. Naledi was not only beautiful, but she had a heart as bright as the morning sun. She loved the forest as much as her father did, knew every tree, every bird's song, and even the hidden paths that only the spirits of the land whispered about. One evening, as the sky burned red with the setting sun, Naledi walked by the river, singing to herself. But suddenly, a low, pained growl filled the air. She turned and saw, beneath the shade of an old baobab tree, a great beast, larger than any lion, with fur dark as the storm clouds and golden eyes that flickered like fire. It was wounded, its side torn, bleeding into the earth. Many would have run. Many would have feared it was a spirit, or worse, a trickster from the unseen world. But Naledi, Naledi had no fear in her heart, only kindness. She stepped forward, slowly, whispering gentle words, and when the beast did not attack, she knelt and began to tend its wounds. She nursed the creature back to health, bringing it food and fresh water each day, never knowing that the beast was no ordinary animal. No, my children, this was Lethabo, the lost prince of the great Botswana kingdom, cursed by a jealous sorcerer. You see, long ago, he had refused to marry the sorcerer's daughter, for his heart longed for true love, not arranged fate. Enraged, the sorcerer turned him into a beast, saying he would remain so until a woman could love him in his cursed form. Many years passed, and none dared to even look at him, until Naledi. My children. Love is a strange thing. It does not look at appearances or riches. It sees the heart, the soul. Naledi did not care for the beast's terrible form. She spoke to him, sang to him, and soon, he began to understand that this girl was unlike any other. And so, one evening, under the full moon, the beast whispered its secret. I am no monster, he said. I am Lethabo, a prince cursed by magic. But your kindness has already begun to break the spell. Naledi gasped, her heart pounding. Could it be true? She did not need proof, her heart already knew. Love had crept in silently, like the soft footsteps of an antelope in the night. And so, she made a promise. I will not leave you, she said. I will fight for you, even if the world does not understand. But the world, my children, is not always kind to things it does not understand. When her father, Gogo Thabo, discovered her secret, his heart filled with anger. Have I not taught you better? He thundered. How can my daughter love a creature that belongs to the dark? The villagers murmured, calling Naledi foolish, warning her that no good could come from loving a beast. But Naledi stood firm. Father, she pleaded, if you trust me, if you love me, give me time. Let me prove that love is greater than fear. And so, Gogo Thabo, wise and strong as he was, did something many fathers failed to do. He listened. He watched. He waited. And as days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, he saw something he could not deny: the beast was changing. No longer was he a monster lurking in the shadows, but a man, his body slowly returning, his human form emerging bit by bit, like the sunrise after a long, cold night. Ah, my little ones, the power of love is stronger than any spell. One final act was needed to break the curse completely. The sorcerer had said, only a love that defies fear, that fights against all odds, will set him free. And so, when the sorcerer returned to see if his curse still held, Naledi stepped forward, fearless. I love him, she declared. Not for what he was, nor for what he will become, but for who he is. And in that moment, as the sun cast its first golden light upon the land, the curse shattered. The great beast fell to his knees, and in his place stood a man, strong, noble, and free. Lethabo, Prince of Botswana, had returned. There was silence, then cries of wonder, then song. The people, once afraid, now saw the truth. And Gogo Thabo, even the strongest hunter, could not stop the tears that welled in his eyes. He embraced his daughter, and with a voice thick with emotion, he said, "You have taught me something even the forest could not, my child. True love is the greatest hunt of all. And you have caught it." The village rejoiced, and soon, a great wedding was held, one that is still spoken of to this day. Naledi and Lethabo ruled with wisdom and love, and their story spread far and wide. And as for Gogo Thabo, he spent his days teaching the young ones of the village, telling them stories beneath the great baobab, reminding them that the greatest treasures in life are not gold or titles, but love, courage, and a heart that sees beyond the surface. Now, my little ones, the fire is dying, and the night is deep. Let this story rest in your hearts, for one day, you too will tell it. And maybe, just maybe, love will find you when you least expect it. Please and don't forget to subscribe for more beautiful evening story. See you in my next.